Hi there everybody, this is David, and welcome to New RPG News. We have a ton, believe me, a ton, like 30 plus stories to talk about today, including stories about Suikoden 1 and 2, and a possible Tales of the Abyss remaster, as well as a new translation for Illusion of Gaia, in addition to a ton of other stuff. I'm going to be talking about all of that stuff today, and I do think that's worth a sub as I try my hardest to get 100,000 subscribers. With your help, your like, and your sub, I know that I can get there. But without further ado, I came across this website, and it is our sponsor for today. This video is sponsored by Mecha Japan, an online store that sells products from major Japanese licenses, such as Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dragon Ball, and of course our beloved JRPGs. And with more than 30,000 high-quality products, you'll be sure to find something amazing. The prices are great, and the customer service team is very responsive and will always answer you in English. Not only that, but they have worldwide shipping for many rare and even very rare Japanese products that you can only find available on their website. So be sure to follow Mecha Japan on Twitter or Instagram in order to get the latest updates and information on all of your favorite products, but also to get in on any new ongoing promotions. And as a special bonus for my viewers, you can all use the special discount code DavidQuest10 to get $10 off your order of $100 or greater. And be sure to follow me over on Twitter, because I'm also giving away a massive official Artworks Dragon Quest XI book that's super high quality and has 319 pages of Dragon Quest art and content. Just please click on the links below and head on over to their site and begin your shopping spree. I'm for real whenever I talk about this site. You guys know how I am a huge collector of just like everything that has to do with video games. This site is the real deal, and there is some really cool stuff, including what I just showed you in the video, and I want to show it to you now up close because it's amazing. So all y'all know that I'm like a huge collector. I mean, just look behind me, for God's sakes. But I've been burned before in the past by collecting websites and stuff, so whenever they reached out to me and they were like, hey, do you want to collab and everything, I'm like, I don't know about your stuff. I want to check it out for myself and really see if it's any good. And yeah, like I'm telling y'all, these little crystal slimes, they are everything. I love them. Look at the little Healy. I can't even stand it. And this Dragon Lord, it is heavy. It is high quality. It is so freaking cool. I love it. So be sure to go and check their website and use the coupon code DavidQuest10 in order to save $10 off your order. And in addition to that, I am doing a giveaway over on the Twitter for a Dragon Quest XI art book. So be sure to go over to my Twitter, follow that. I'll include a link to it over there so that you can get in on that too. Lots of really cool stuff going on right now. Time travel turn-based RPG Threads of Time announced for the consoles and PC. I did make a full dedicated video about this game earlier this week. So if you want to know more about this, be sure to go and click on that video and learn more about it, because I did go on and on and on about it because it looks amazing. This was showcased during an Xbox thing, so we know it's coming to Xbox and PC. We don't know about any other consoles right now. We also don't know a release date. It says, explore different eras, assemble your party, and restore the ancient order of the Time Knights. From the majestic age of the dinosaurs to the distant future teeming with mechanical marvels, every era is packed with adventure and secrets waiting to be unearthed. As you navigate this vast tapestry of history, uncover a sinister plot threatening to unravel the very fabric of time, as told through striking animated cutscenes. From dinosaurs to mechanical robots, every battle is a test of strength and wit. Alongside your party, master the dynamic turn-based combat system to take down enemy defenses and bend time to your will to unleash powerful team combos upon your foes. Remake history and save the world. I cannot tell you how gorgeous this game is and how it's really giving me those Chrono Trigger vibes. It looks so good. Look at that campfire scene. I just cannot right now. It looks so good. I cannot wait for this. Now we have quite a bit of announcements from Square Enix that I do just kind of want to go through pretty quickly right now. The Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster is finally available for the Xbox. Remember that Square said that they wanted to have a closer relationship with Microsoft? Well, here it is. You're going to see this as well as other announcements. So Final Fantasy 1 and 2 are available for $12, whereas 3, 4, 5, and 6 will cost $18, but you can purchase all of them in a bundle for $75 if you haven't already gotten them on a different system, because they are available pretty much everywhere else. Also, Legend of Mana is now available for the Xbox. It's also available via Game Pass Ultimate and the PC Game Pass. This one is going to cost $30. This is the, I want to say it's the fourth? Yeah, it's the fourth entry into the Mana series, but it isn't a mainline entry. It is the first spin-off of the Mana series. So it is much, much, much different than Final Fantasy Adventure, Secret of Mana, Trials of Mana, Dawn of Mana, Visions of Mana. Very, very, very different, but it is a very good game. Next, Trials of Mana is available for the Xbox Series, as well as the Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass. This one is $50. This is fantastic. One of the best remakes I've ever played in my life. It's also one of the best games in the Mana series. It is so good. This is a remake of Seiken Densetsu 3, which is the third game in the Mana series. It was originally released on the Super Famicom over in Japan. We never did get it over here in America. If you are looking for a Mana game to play, and for whatever reason you haven't played Visions of Mana, then be sure to get this. Or if you did play Visions of Mana and you really, 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 really loved it and you want more, then play Trials of Mana. It's really good. Next, Front Mission First Remake Mercenaries update launches on October 3rd. This is a strategy RPG with like mechs and things like that, and this originally came out for the SNES, but they did remake it. So this update adds new single-player scenarios, local multiplayer modes, new mercenaries, and more. It says, an exciting array of 6 new single-player scenarios is coming with the update. Each scenario is carefully crafted to offer a diverse range of challenges and engaging narratives. These new missions provide a captivating solo gaming experience, while also expanding gameplay with new types of terrain tiles. There's 6 new maps and 15 new playable characters. This is available for pretty much everything at this point, and this is not DLC. This is just an update. So if you have this game already, this is a free update, so that's really cool. And then the final thing that I want to talk about with Square, like I said, there's a lot of Square Enix now, so I'm just doing it all one time. Triangle Strategy is coming to Quest 2 and Quest 3 on Halloween, October 31st. This is going to be coming out for $30. Pre-orders are available at 13% off, maybe like unlucky number 13, Halloween or something. I don't know what's going on right there. But if you haven't played Triangle Strategy, you need to. It is so freaking good. I played it on the Switch when it first came out, and it is amazing. It is a strategy RPG in the HD 2D style. It kind of pioneered that HD 2D thing, moving it away from Octopath and into other genres and stuff. It is so good. I cannot say enough good things about this. I personally don't really do meta or virtual reality sort of stuff, gives me a headache, but if you do and you want to check this out, be sure to. So if you follow me over on Twitter, you know that I had a chance to interview the scenario writer for Phantom Brave. And it was me and Brandon at Just the Gems and Cam Hawkins, a writer for IGN, and all 3 of us interviewed the scenario writer for Phantom Brave, and he told us that Phantom Brave is going to become like a next, I don't know, like new pillar, new franchise. It's going to have multiple sequels, kind of like the Disgaea series, how it has multiple games, which is really cool. And I just thought that they were just talking about the sequel that's coming out, which I will talk about next. But apparently they are remastering the very first Phantom Brave game that came out back on the PS2. It came out on the Nintendo Wii, and it also came out on the PSP. Now it's coming out for the PlayStation 5 on November the 7th. Digitally only, though. It says it will launch digitally. I even checked the NIS America store to see if there was a CE or anything else like that, but there isn't, so that's unfortunate. But if you want to get in on the ground floor of Phantom Brave before its sequel comes out, now is the time. The sequel, Phantom Brave The Lost Hero, launches on January the 30th for the PS4, PS5, and Switch worldwide. In spring, though, for the PC, it is a simultaneous worldwide release. There is a demo planned to come out in 2024. And exciting news! I had a chance to actually influence the game design here. I was told to go ahead and play the demo at PAX West, and they asked me for my feedback and everything, and Brandon and Cameron are both there, and they're like, oh yeah, we really liked the game, it was a lot of fun, blah, 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 blah. And I said, it was freaking hard! I was like, this game is hard! Oh my god, it's so hard. And even whenever I was in line, waiting for the demo, I was talking to some other people who were playing it, and they were like, oh my god, I just got my ass handed to me, like, this thing is ridiculous. So I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, it's wonderful, and, you know, kiss ass or anything. Like, I'm gonna tell them, like, this thing needs a difficulty selector. So I told them that, and they were like, oh, well, there's no plans for an easy mode, even though they said that it's supposed to be, like, the younger version of Disgaea. So I'm like, if it's the younger version of Disgaea, why is it harder than Disgaea? Like, that didn't make any sense for me. I was like, it should be easier than Disgaea, but this thing was super hard. So I got an email about a week or so ago from NIS America, and they were like, thank you so much for your feedback. We have implemented difficulty modes into this game. So, haha, +1 for me. Anyway, this is an unconventional strategy RPG that features free movement on a gridless map. Summon your Phantom Squad members during battle by confining their souls to objects on a map. Phantoms can also confire with special gadget items for slow-moving but hard-hitting attacks. In addition, Verona can confriend with Phantoms to transform her appearance and access show-stopping special attacks. How the battle unfolds is completely up to you. I cannot wait to get my hands on this in an easier mode than the demo. Oh my god, it was so freaking hard. Now, this is available over on the NIS store for $100, the collector's edition. I love a good collector's edition, and this looks fantastic. And because this is me, well, no, I've actually had some hand in development of indie games as well, but this is like the first like mainline game that I had a hand in development in. So I totally have to get this for posterity right here. So this looks really cool. It comes with an art book, it comes with some cards, it comes with a soundtrack, it comes with this little diorama and everything. This looks freaking amazing. I'm going to include a link to purchase this in the video description as well. More information about Fairy Tail 2 with a game system overview trailer and 18 minutes of gameplay. Character progression, character stories, and more is showcased. So it says right here, to capture the intensity and thrill of the Alvarez Empire arc, Fairy Tail 2 features revamped real-time magical battles packed with even more spectacular action. In addition to their powerful emblematic attacks, the Fairy Tail Guild members will unleash impressive attacks in cooperation with their allies by using link attacks and unison rage to defeat their enemies. Speed, precision, and synergy will be the key to a triumphant strategy over the formidable Spriggan 12 mages. Players will also be able to deepen their Fairy Tail experience by unlocking character stories as they advance through the story, giving them the opportunity to discover more new facets of these beloved characters thanks to brand new original sequences and interactions. In addition to the standard edition, which is now available for pre-order, a special edition will be exclusively available through the NIS America store. We'll look at that. The Fairy Tail 2 Guild Box edition includes the base game, the visual art book, Sorcerer Magazine Special Issue Game Release Edition Volume 2, inspired by the Sorcerer Magazine, seeing the original work, and the special Shishiki with holographic finish, 3 types in total, and more. So let's go ahead and check that out. I think it's weird how other companies are using NIS America's store as their store. Like, they don't have their own store, so they partnered with NIS for theirs. But there's probably a cut, and that's why this one is $125 rather than the typical like $100. There's probably the reason for that is because NIS is probably taking a cut of these sales because they don't have their own store. So this is everything that comes with, and I will also include a link to this for purchase as well. This thing looks dope, and I have been all about this game ever since it was first announced. This is Far Magia. I keep on wanting to say Farm Magica, but it's Far Magia. The digital pre-orders are now available, and there's a new characters trailer, and the digital purchases include exclusive Jolly Snowtan Buddy skin DLC. Look at her titties. Anyway, there's a standard edition and a digital deluxe edition, as well as a day one edition available for pre-order through their store, which we'll look at for $60. This one includes a copy of the game, soundtrack CD featuring 23 tracks, and an art book with more than 90 pages of illustrations, all housed in an outer box cover with an original illustration as well. So there is that, and I will include a link to this. This is coming out November 1st. Wow, I didn't realize this was coming out so quickly. So if you wanted to check this one out, I will also include a link to this in the video description as well. Wow, they're learning! Guess what? Instead of getting a crappy mobile game that's all gacha, we are getting a completely standalone offline title of the mobile game. Woohoo! Coming out for the PS4, PS5, Switch, and PC. It says that this is a completely offline title set in the world of the mobile game. So we do not know if this is just the mobile game but offline and you pay for it, or if this is a different game just set in that world. We don't know. But it says, a new RPG from the Atelier series, a new adventure with new protagonists and an original story in the world of Atelier Res Lariana, Forgotten Alchemy, and the Polar Knight Liberator, is coming to consoles and PC as a completely offline title. So I guess it is a completely new title, because otherwise they would just say it's a movie port. Building on the experiences of the Atelier series will also evolve, and we invite you to look forward to another story of Reslariana. Hey, awesome! So I am totally looking forward to this, as well as Yumiya. Yumiya looks sweet. Sea of Stars' free update Dawn of the Equinox launches on November the 12th, and it adds local co-op and refinements. It is a fully realized version for Sea of Stars, so that's really cool. It has all new local cooperative play. It says Combat 2.0. The addition of mystery locks brings a new gameplay loop around you, revealing the ways to break the spells of enemies each time a new type is encountered in battle. Along with reveal functions added to some of the playable, cast special skills, and combo points now remain after battle, offering new ways to open certain encounters. Good, because the combat got so boring after a while, so that's really cool. There's also 3 new difficulty options, an improved parrot relic to find those seashells and everything else. Like, this is really cool. Tons of different quality of life improvements, and don't forget, like, that new DLC, I think it's like Watchmaker DLC or something, that is coming out soon as well. Astlibra Gaiden, The Cave of Phantom Mist for Switch, launches on October the 17th. It's currently available for the PC. It said that this first launches downloadable content for the PC version back in February. However, unlike the PC version, the Switch version will be available as a standalone title that does not require to already have Astlibra Revision. This is a side story featuring a new female protagonist in 20+ hours adventure. Take control of the baker's reclusive daughter to challenge randomly generated dungeons in a roguelike style gameplay loop. Strengthen your character with various methods of growth. Use all new magical attacks to beat up your enemies and relieve your stress. Multiplayer roguelike action RPG Kernel Hearts debut trailer and screenshots. This is going to be releasing for the PC via Steam, but a release date was not yet announced. This is an action-packed multiplayer roguelike game, combining challenging hack-and-slash gameplay, role-playing, and roguelike elements with stunning anime aesthetics. You'll battle your way up to a deadly celestial tower, build your arsenal of skills with each mortal demise to eradicate monstrous angelic enemies, and dethrone a god to save the world. Starting from the base of the mythical Tower of Babel, you'll fight your way through an array of powerful enemies from all sides as you climb each level, gaining crucial skills and magical powers to help you surmount its pinnacle, and the new threats that each floor brings with it. Defeat is no excuse. Only the most resolute soldiers will reach the heavenly heights in order to dethrone their god. So are you up for the task? Roguelike strategy RPG Death Tower adds a PS5 and Switch version, and there is a PC demo available right now. It says right here, let's see. Death Tower is a 2.5 isometric roguelike tactical RPG. Experience this infinite megastructure as Icarus, who swept up the mysteries of the tower after a parasite cleaning operation goes awry. Built thousands of years ago, the tower Megarion is home to countless secrets, including those related to the true masters of this mechanical behemoth. As Icarus sets off on his adventure to ascend the tower, he is accompanied by Fee, a mysterious wandering U-bot created through Megatron's anonymous operations. Together they'll face biological parasites, trained soldiers, and degenerating U-bots, I don't know what that is, in their quest to uncover the truth of the power. Like, is that like a Greek letter? Like, what are they doing? Give me a break, man. And then people wonder why I can't pronounce anything. They're putting freaking Greek in here, for God's sake. Krafton is set to develop a Palworld mobile game. They signed a license agreement with PocketPair to expand the Palworld intellectual property to mobile devices, the company announced. Also, in a separate article, they did release Palworld on the PS5 in Japan. I know that last week I was like, well, not like a whole bunch of different countries except for Japan, probably because of that Nintendo lawsuit, but now they're like putting out in Japan anyway. Since Memories Off the Starry Sky launches October the 23rd in the West. This is the latest Memories Off game, whatever that is. Let's see right here. It's coming out for the PS4, Switch, and PC. And it says, grieving the death of his brother, Junya is confronted by a mysterious girl who utters the words, "You should have been the one to die." Ooh. Plagued by his tragic past, yet surrounded by those who want to help him, Junya begins renovating a traditional Japanese manor house, a task so large he cannot tackle it alone. Since Memories Off the Starry Sky is successor to the celebrated Memories Off series, set 10 years after the Memories Off series in a modern setting, a familiar coming-of-age visual novel full of growth, love, and healing. Well, this doesn't look like a complete and utter ripoff of Advance Wars and Wargroove. No, sir! Warside launches on January 28th of next year. A PC demo is available for a fast turn-based tactical game. It says, welcome to Warside, a fast-paced turn-based tactical game. With single-player story campaign, multiplayer support, and a built-in map editor. Oh my god, this is like the same freaking... Give me a break. The fight for victory never ends. Choose your commander, assemble your forces, and battle your way to victory. Huh, I wonder what other game had a built-in map editor. Warside cuts to the core of what made classic turn-based tactic games so great. The great story campaign, unique commanders with different playstyles, offer battle powers, and a wide variety of terrain and units. Choose your commander, assemble your forces, and battle your way to victory, and hope and pray that Nintendo doesn't sue you for this blatant ripoff. We have a new pixel art action RPG, Hike Northern Lights. It says that it's going to be released for to-be-determined platforms we do not know yet. We also do not have a release date yet. However, it will be voiced in Japanese, but with text available and a whole bunch of other options, including English, so no English voice acting. A girl goes on a journey, following in her mother's footsteps, who ruined the world. A world devastated by the war between humans and witches. Hike, a white-haired girl, follows in her mother's footsteps, a witch, and continues her journey around the world. Eventually, she enters an unexplored land called the Forbidden Areas. Hike's destiny is set in motion when she encounters the witch Methios, who guards Forbidden Areas. We have a fantasy strategy RPG called the Clowned King for the PC. This is from the developers of Virgo vs. the Zodiac, as well as Keylocker, which just came out. This is coming out for the PC. We do not yet have a release date. In a world made of glass, an exiled prince conceals his bloody past behind a mask of laughter. Clowned King is a turn-based tactical fantasy RPG in which you lead a performing troupe of clowns through the Moonlit Kingdom, currying favors with lords in support of your rebellion against your father, the Mad King Marduk. Your success will be determined in the battlefield as you take on foes in tactical grid-based combat to prove yourself worthy as the successor to the Throne of Glass, in this fantasy tactical adventure inspired by Gaia, Fire Emblem, and Brazilian culture. Looks pretty cool to me, and I did love Keylocker. This looks really good. Like, this looks really good. I hate whenever I'm playing a strategy RPG, it doesn't have like any elevations, everything's just kind of like flat or whatever, but this is grid-based. It looks like something like a Final Fantasy Tactics or something like that, so this looks pretty freaking sweet. The producer for Tales of Grace's F remasters would like to work on a Tales of the Abyss remaster. Woohoo! Guess what? I would like for you to work on a Tales of the Abyss remaster too. Hey! But I'd also really like for you to work on a brand new Tales game too. That would be nice. Or work on releasing some of the Tales games that we didn't get in the West yet. That would be nice. And we've already had this game twice, but whatever. It says, he revealed the team is not looking to initiate platform exclusivity for future releases. He wants the Tales series, the Tales series, I almost said Trails. He wants the Tales series on as many platforms as possible. On a more personal note, he stated his desire to remaster Tales of the Abyss, which is one of the reasons why he joined Bandai Namco in the first place. Tales of the Abyss is my favorite entry in the franchise, so I too would like to see the possibility of this come to fruition, he said. Now, going back, Tales of Grace's F Remastered will be released in January 17th for the Switch, PS4, PS5, and Xbox, as well as the PC. It will cost $40. But do keep in mind that Tales of Grace's F will only have a physical edition on the Switch and the PS5. PS4 and Xbox will have digital only. So hopefully we do get a Abyss remaster as well. The Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remastered Gate Rune and the Dunon Unification Wars are based on the PSP release with some alterations. There will be no Sega Saturn content. Okay, so here we go. I was thinking it was going to be the PlayStation 1 releases that we got, but that is not the case. It says, the source code and data are based on the Japan-only PSP port compilation. However, various bug and stability fixes have been implemented, ultimately making the collective experience distinct from the PSP release despite the shared foundation. They also confirmed that the added content from the Sega Saturn port of the first Suikoden will not be present. The rest of the interview discusses other features, such as optimized loading times, general performance, and a gallery mode containing events and music. The game balancing is also stated to have been untouched, except for some major glitches and such. Other notable mentions include how Luca Blight's extreme dialogue has been retained, it is still there, and that Richmond in Suikoden 2 is no longer depicted as smoking, with references to ashtrays and the like no longer seen or stated. And in our final story of the day, the classic SNES RPG Illusion of Gaia gets a fresh translation 30 years after its Western release with improved loading times as well. This is really cool. This is a new fan translation, and it says, like so many RPG localizations of the period, the English script was pretty awkward, but thankfully, a fan by the name of El Thami has taken the Japanese dialogue and given it another pass, resulting in a translation that's far closer to the original, and it reads better too. They go on to say, in September of 1994, Illusion of Gaia made its North American debut. The story was notable for being much darker than the other RPGs that Nintendo was allowing at the time. Yeah, there was even like a Russian roulette thing. It was crazy. Despite a softening of the themes, the plot went to dark and intriguing places and left players with much to think about. Unfortunately, the localization was often incomprehensible, with transitions between first and third person narrative that was difficult to follow. A demo of this 30th anniversary edition is available on GitHub if you'd like to give that a spin. It includes the new translation of the game's South Cape location. I've never heard of GitHub in my life, but whatever. Oh, I was hoping it was on romhacking. Oh, but romhacking is no more. Damn it. Okay, I'll have to figure out what GitHub is. But anyway, this is what happens when you're old. You don't know things and you don't figure things out. But anyway, this is pretty cool news. So that's it for this week's news. Please let me know what you enjoyed the most. Please let me know if there's anything else that you'd like for me to go over. And as always, have a good day. Oh, and don't forget to get your Dragon Quest stuff too, because this stuff is sweet.